Let me demonstrate the nature of authoring data in our prototype editor for Infra. Infra is a novel binary encoding that can be edited as freely as text while providing the capacity to express arbitrarily complex structure, computation, and include metadata. Our prototype editor is meant to look and feel like a text editor so that it can be used everywhere that users would normally interact with text, but is actually working with machine-friendly data structures. In this case, we have created a list of 9 UTF-8 encoded strings. The spacebar naturally tokenized our sentence as we typed it, rather than writing a space character like it normally would in a text editor. Let me paste in some text from the human-readable format comparison example in the paper. This is the equivalent data structure represented in JSON, Lisp, and Python. It is some simple structured data that covers a range of syntactic elements: strings, numbers, lists, key values, and a Boolean value. For all of the similarity in their structure, they are far from being interchangeable between parsers. Now let's type the same structure using Infra. In this case, the values 1 and 2 are not being encoded as text characters. They are binary encoded integers, and this true has been authored explicitly as Infra's Boolean symbol for true. With Infra, data can stay parsed in this way right from the time of authoring. This means that editor UIs can have richer, more precise, interactive dialogue with the author about the content, its parts, metadata associated with its parts, interrelationships, and its presentation. Let's add metadata to this string element to give the editor more confidence that this is in fact JSON. This editor happens to have a JSON parser and supports metadata labeled as format metadata. So here we can see the editor now offering to parse it as JSON. Next, to demonstrate more editing, let's manually parse a second one of these representations. But first, let me rig up a side-by-side view of the byte encoding for this object, so we can see how the representation changes with each keystroke. We can drop the cursor down to character editing level and start cleaning things up. From Infra's perspective, a traditional text editor is just an editor whose cursor is locked down at the character level, only edits string objects, and has tunnel vision for one string at a time. Just like raw UTF-8, Infra's encoding is easy to make human-friendly in editors and usable by user interface widgets and libraries everywhere, all while rivaling the machine readability of binary metaformats such as ASN.1 or protocol buffers. We explore Infra further in other videos. Thank you.